Hi everyone, welcome to another English lesson. Today we have an interesting topic titled How Can I Change Things? In this lesson you'll be doing a bit of reading, you'll be evaluating and comparing information, and as a final task you'll be doing a group work in a little research project. So as usual, get your notebooks, pens or pencils ready, your equipment, PC, tablet or smartphone, and an internet connection. Of course, anytime in the video lesson, you can pause the video lesson and do the tasks that you have to. Here is a list of some of the links that you're going to need in this lesson. So you're going to watch a short motivational video. I would like you to follow the instructions in the video and write down all the associations you might have while watching the video. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's check your associations. My associations were something like this: challenging, challenge, famine, running, sickness, impaired, making a difference, difficult, donate, overcome, help, illness, victory, assist, poverty. What lies behind this rebus? Running for a cause. So, few questions. What about me? Can I make a difference? Can I help someone? What can I do to help? Can someone help me? How can I ask for advice? So we'll try to motivate ourselves in this lesson through project work and try to find some of the answers to these questions. So every little thing helps. I don't know if you have heard of an organization called Wings for Life. This year, due to coronavirus, the whole World Run was organized virtually through a running app. Myself, I took a part in the World Run today. So if you want, you can support me. You can see from the picture that more than 77,000 people took part, and more than around 2.8 million euros were raised. People from 171 different nationalities took part, and altogether 104 countries were in motion. People taking part were aged 18 to 95, and together they covered more than 900,000 kilometers. So this brings us to the first project that you can choose from. So I'll offer you 3 projects to choose from. This is the first one. It's about Wings for Life, World Run. The question, what if we could move the whole world, no matter where we are in the world? Same day, same time. A global race with only one runner in the end, or World Run. So, divide yourselves into groups of 5 preferably, and assign roles to each member of your group. Using the links below, find out more about the Wings for Life Foundation and try to answer these basic questions. So I would like you to put yourself in a role of a journalist and answer the 6 basic journalist questions. Why, when, who, what, where, and how. And of course, try to include an interesting quote in your research. Why this research? So the outcome of your research should be a poster and a presentation. It can be for your class or school. And you try to get students, try to motivate them from your school involved in the next year's race. So you're graduate students, you'll be leaving school. Unfortunately, there will be no proper end to your end of school or end of high school. So this could be a nice opportunity to leave something behind in your school, something that your generation will be remembered for. Let's move on. Are you inspired to run yet? Yes, no? What is your situation right now? If yes, why or why not? So let's do some vocabulary work. You have on the left a few words like epic, fancy, dress, frostbite, agony, ecstatic, and outcry, and you have their definitions on the right. Here are the answers. So epic, something extraordinary in scope or size. Fancy dress, a costume that makes you look like a famous person or fictional character. Frostbite is an injury from freezing temperatures. Agony is great pain. Ecstatic, extremely happy or excited. And an outcry is a strong protest. Why do we need these words? Well, we're going to read about a guy called Jamie McDonald. I don't know if you have heard of Jamie McDonald, but he's the guy who ran 5,000 miles across Canada. So predict, read, and check your answers. So here are 7 questions. What I would like you to do is try to predict the answers to these questions. So why did Jamie decide to run across Canada? How long did it take him? What did he wear? How did he pay for the run? What problems did he encounter on the run? And how did he feel at the end of the run? And of course, when we're talking about running, if you can think of a film which best describes running, and which film would he use to describe his running across Canada? So, real life Forrest Gump, Jamie McDonald, at the end of his epic 5,000-mile run across Canada. You can pause the video here and using the QR code, go to a text, read the text, and do the exercises. Here is also the link. So you'll have 2 tasks. There will be some true and false statements, and there will be some vocabulary work. And after you finish reading, you can play the video again and check your predictions. My predictions were he was running to raise money. It took him a long time, of course. A superhero costume, maybe. How did he raise money? He probably saved some money or sold something. Frostbites, injuries, getting robbed. I think he was feeling both happy and sad. And I think of a film called Forrest Gump. I don't know if you've seen it, but that's maybe the best film that describes running across a country. So, I hope you've read the text and did the activities. One of the vocabulary activities in the text was to find the definitions for the phrasal verbs. So these are the phrasal verbs from the text: set off, be behind, pay back, get across, give back, jog along, beat up, and save up. I would like you to use these phrasal verbs in the following sentences. You'll notice that I have underlined some parts of the sentences. The thing is that you have to put the phrasal verbs in the appropriate form. So Mark is a very good communicator. So this is a general fact about Mark. So this tells you that you have to use present simple. So he gets his message across very easily. The second sentence, can you lend me some money? Here you have underlined the modal auxiliary verb will, and we know that modal auxiliary verbs are followed by infinitives. So when you lend money to someone, they say they'll pay you back. Jeffrey was, so it means that this is something that happened in the past, was beaten up. This was an example of a passive voice in past simple. Exercise number 4, at the moment. This means we're talking about present continuous. Allison is saving up to buy a new laptop. Some successful entrepreneurs consider it their obligation to. So to implies that this should be an infinitive form, to give back to the community by helping others to achieve success. Exercise number 6, in 1492, this of course tells you that this happened in the past. Columbus set off for America in 1492. I'm going for the run tomorrow morning. If you want, you can. Here we have another modal verb. You can jog along with me. And the last sentence, Alan's decision to quit his job was not an easy one. So again, we're talking about past, but his wife was behind him 100%. So we can stop here for a minute and maybe discuss any or some of the questions below. So what is your opinion of Jamie McDonald? How difficult or dangerous would it be to run across Croatia in a fancy dress? Can you think of any other similar or extraordinary achievements? And have you ever considered taking part in an extreme sport or event? So just think about some of these questions and express your opinions. So this brings us to research project number 2. So this is the second project that you can choose from. And this project, of course, is dedicated to Jamie McDonald, or as he likes to call himself, the Adventureman. So Jamie asks us a question: how can one person change things all by himself? Well, Jamie says anyone can be a superhero. Again, divide yourself. As for the first project, the rules are the same. Divide yourselves in groups of 5, assign roles to each member of your group. Using the links I have suggested, find out more about Jamie McDonald, the Adventureman. If you want, you can try to contact him using social networks. And again, be a journalist and answer the basic questions: why, when, who, what, where, and how. Try to get another quote from Jamie. The outcome of your research project: make a poster and a presentation for your class or school, and try to get students from your school to get involved in any kind of charity project, or you can start your own project. Again, as I already said, you're graduates leaving high school. Try to use this project as an opportunity to leave something behind, like a legacy for your school, something that kids in your school will remember you by. So, as I mentioned already, you're the graduate student taking the Matura exam and leaving school. So, you're taking a big step: self-empowerment, resilience, self-belief, making a difference. These are some of the issues that you're dealing with right now. To offer you a bit of motivation, because you're in charge of your own destiny and you change things yourself, here are a few quotes from famous people to motivate you to do better. So, the power you have is to be the best version of yourself you can be, so you can create a better world. You may have to fight a battle more than once to win. It doesn't just come overnight. You've got to train for it and believe in yourself. That's the most important thing. And no work is insignificant. All labor that uplifts humanity has dignity and importance, and should be undertaken with painstaking excellence. The final words are from Martin Luther King Jr. So whatever you do, everything is important, as we can see from the situation in the world today. And this brings us to the last project that you can choose from. This project is about a Terry Fox run. Maybe you have heard of it, or maybe even taken part of it. Terry Fox inspires our dreams to come true. So be like Terry. Here are a few of Terry's quotes. I want to try the impossible to show it can be done. I believe in miracles. I have to. So, like in the previous 2 projects, divide yourselves in groups of 5. Using the suggested links, try to find out more about the Terry Fox run. Connect with other schools in Canada using twinning, so there is a possibility, and answer the basic questions. Again, be kind of journalists and answer the why, when, who, what, where, and how questions. Add another quote. The outcome of this project, as with the previous 2, make a poster and a presentation for your class or a school, and try to get students, motivate them to get involved in the Terry Fox run this year already. And due to the Corona situation, the Terry Fox run will also be organized in a virtual way, so there will be no running on Yarun as far as the situation goes now, but it will be organized through an app. Terry Fox webpage offers school support, so your legacy could be connecting with the Terry Fox school support, connecting with the school from Canada, choosing your goal, and reaching out, trying to achieve this goal. As a little checklist for your research project, to help you do the project, follow the steps. So check if you have included all the steps in your project. So organize a group, divide roles, answer the questions, find a quote, create a poster, and create a presentation. So this brings us to the end of this lesson. Before we part, try to give your opinion on the lesson, whether it was boring, okay, or did you have a good time? Do you feel motivated after this lesson? So thank you for your attention, and I hope we'll have a chance to see each other in some other lessons. Bye!